Welcome, Zuqiang, to Concordia. Very happy to have you here. Could you introduce yourself?
Thank you, Peter, for having me. My name is Peng. I'm a visual artist and filmmaker. I work with video, film, and installation, and very recently analog prints as well.
So we decided to show three pieces of work, right? So 2 installations, video installations, and the new prints. So let's talk about the works. The first one on show is the Sea Garden. Could you tell a bit more about that?
Yeah, so the Sea Garden is a piece that when I was very actively using the Bolex camera, which is a camera for filming on 16mm films. And then with this project, I was interested in association and coincidences and memories. I guess the film work started with this discovery of this ruins of an underground Malaysian communist radio station from the late 60s to early 80s. So I was immediately intrigued by it and decided to look into what is it, what's the history, and that led to a discovery of a very kind of complex stories and history around this radio station. During that process, I also realized I personally don't really have, a position or subjectivity to kind of fully unplex all the different layers, but my curiosity remains. So I thought the way to kind of deal with it was through a much more kind of meandering way where encounter it through a different side, through a parallel story. And so at that moment I had a friend who was transforming her childhood home into an Airbnb. So I somehow kind of freely associated with these 2 sides. One is an Airbnb that's recently kind of furnished and stylized, and the other is this ruin that used to host a radio station. And the coincidence in between these 2 sides is that my friend actually, she grew up hearing stories about this radio station where I didn't. So I was also working with her to kind of, asking her what's her memory, how did she recount the story, and then adding fictions into that. So that led to kind of the structure of this work where you see color footage that was filmed in the Airbnb and the black and white footage that was shot in the rooms of the radio station. Yeah. And in the film we're going between these 2 sides and 2 times in a way.
What I find so fascinating about the work is the way you install. So we have a screen in the middle of the space and then a reflection of that work on the wall. It's like an echo or so. Is that how you planned it, or how you wanted to convey the story to the public?
In a way, I guess, as I was conceiving the installation, I knew that I wanted to deal with these kind of 2 sides. What does it mean to create kind of 2 images? And then I was researching materials, and then I came across a way to kind of create a shadow image towards the main image. And somehow there's a nice, like what you said, I guess I was interested in the echo and in how one history echoes another. And perhaps in this way it's also how one story echoes another memory.
And it is a way of working that you use more often, as you do in the other installation. You project from one side, but the back side of the film is also very important.
Yeah, so what you're referring to is this film and video installation called Afternoon Hearsay. It's a 3-channel video installation where the 3 images are kind of blending into each other in a way. And as you said, that the audiences will encounter the backside of the image first. This project, Afternoon Hearsay, deal with the story and the history of 8.75mm film, which was this unique film format that was again used from the 60s to the 80s in China. In those days, projectionists would take these films along with the projector that were made for it to remote areas and show these in sometimes indoor but often outdoor settings. I was interested in this idea that in outdoor cinema, as we will come across it in like a square or something, sometimes you don't necessarily see things from the front. Like you come across it, through all directions.
As you said, the film is about the 8.75mm film, but the prints you're showing are also made with this particular kind of film.
The prints are something that's very new for me, so I took the courage to show these very new prints that was not shown before. These are C prints, which means they're analog prints that were made in a photographic darkroom. As I was working in the darkroom, I realized this process is so material driven and in a way quite different from how I'm used to work. So I guess these prints, as you can see, they are in a way indexical to the film installation, but they represent a completely different way of making.
Yeah.
And perhaps they are about the film material and about the accidents, about the unpredictable kind of occurrence during this kind of analog process. And so, I was thinking that this show perhaps also has this kind of the way we kind of design the space is moving from something that you could say very concrete to something that's very abstract, and then back and forth.
Yeah.